Hey everybody, so my name is LaPretty and I'm a Dominican Voodoo Spiritualist. So today I'm going to be talking about voodoo and how real it is and that it is not a figment of people's imagination. So when a lot of people think of voodoo, they think of voodoo as ghosts, goblins, dark magic, dark work, vampires, ghosts and goblins, vangs. They think of voodoo dolls. They think of people automatically or all of a sudden getting into a car accident or falling down the steps out of nowhere or just a lot of like terror and anger and just like fear mongering. But voodoo is actually a real religion, and voodoo is actually divided into different religious sects that derive from the Beninian voodoo. So, voodoo originated in the country of Benin, that's in West Africa. And the reason why voodoo is now practiced in Louisiana, Puerto Rico, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic is because when the slaves came over the Atlantic from West Africa, they brought over voodoo. And so when the African slaves who practiced voodoo from Benin came to Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico, they brought their religions with them. And as time went on, they mixed the African voodoo with the culture of the island that they landed in. For example, Sanse is Puerto Rican voodoo. So you have the Puerto Rican version of voodoo. And the 21 divisions is Dominican voodoo. So you'll have the Dominican version. Then you have Haitian voodoo that's divided into two sects, Haitian voodoo Asaway and Haitian voodoo Supwe. Then you have Louisianian voodoo, which is a mixture of like French, it's French, African, and Native American, and probably some Cajun mixed in there too, because the Cajuns came from the island of, well, not the island. Cajuns come from the country of Acadia, I believe. And I think that that is a tiny like region, a country that's like between Spain and France. And they're the ones in like the Louisiana culture that eat the spicy stuff. Cause like in Louisiana, most specifically New Orleans, Creole is like the mixture of like the French, the Spanish, and the African and the Native American. And then like the Cajun are the people from like Acadia, and they're the ones that eat all the spicy stuff. So there you go. But yeah, voodoo is actually a religion, it's not a figment of people's imaginations, and it's actually practiced very differently across the different islands and states. So, for example, when it comes to Louisiana voodoo, quick disclaimer, I do not practice Louisiana voodoo. Louisianian voodoo is not my path, so I don't know too much about it, but I do know that they serve the Loas in Louisiana voodoo. They recognize Papa Legba, they recognize Papa Gede, they recognize Bawan Samdi, and they recognize Urzuli Dantor, and they do recognize Urzuli Freda. And they also serve the Catholic saints as well because the French were Catholic, just like the Spanish were Catholic. So I'm sure they probably have saints that they serve and pray to and honor, just like we have Catholic saints that we serve and honor in the 21 divisions or in Dominican Voodoo. So moving along to Haitian voodoo. Now, Haitian voodoo is a combination of African and French because the French were the ones who colonized Haiti. And when the African slaves overthrew the French colonies or the French colonizers, they became the first free black nation in the Western Hemisphere. And from my last video where I talked about Azuli Dantor is the reason that these slaves were able to revolt against the French colonizers and become the first free black nation in the Western Hemisphere, which is why Azuli Dantor is considered the queen of Haiti or the mother of Haiti because she saved her people from slavery in Haiti. And the thing about Haitian voodoo is that Haitian voodoo is very complex. It is not always a very easy religion to understand nor follow. I highly advise anybody who wants to practice Haitian voodoo to find an elder or to find a society or a house that can thoroughly and properly teach you Haitian voodoo. Because Haitian voodoo does serve the Loas, and yes, the Loas that are well known are Bawan Samdi, Papa Legba, Urzuli Dantor, Urzuli Freda, Ogu Badagri, Ogu Fege. Then you have Dambala Wedo, Aida Wedo. Then you have Mami Wata and La Sirene. And then you have Asogwe and La Beline. And so you have a lot of well-known Lawaz that are, known to the public and known to us by way of social media or exposure due to Haitian culture now being more popular than it once was and being more mainstream. But that's still not enough to understand Haitian voodoo. Yes, there are a lot of books about Haitian voodoo. There's a lot of videos on Haitian voodoo. There are a lot of pictures online and about Haitian voodoo. And yes, there are a lot of mambos, high priestesses, and a lot of hugans and bakors, high priests and magicians that are in the Haitian voodoo religion that are public and more well known, and they're more available to the public than they used to be. You still do not know a lot about Haitian voodoo. So I do advise to attend the fetes in New York, especially in Brooklyn, that has a high Haitian population. They have a lot of fetes or a lot of parties that are dedicated to the Loas. So if you are familiar with Brooklyn, or if you live in Brooklyn and you're interested in learning about the Haitian voodoo religion, Brooklyn is the place to be, because a lot of the Mambos in Brooklyn, they have a lot of fetes that are dedicated to the Loas. So that is one place where you can thoroughly and accurately learn about the Haitian voodoo religion. The Haitian voodoo religion is divided into two sects. You have Haitian voodoo Asaway, and you have Haitian voodoo Supuen. Haitian voodoo Supuen is more of a older, I want to say more traditional, and Haitian voodoo Asaway, I want to say is not as traditional. Both of them are traditional, but one I believe is more ancient, and the other one I believe is more lax and not as complex as Haitian voodoo Supuen. But like I said before, it's best that you find an elder in Mambo or a Hugon who can teach you thoroughly and accurately about Haitian voodoo, about the Haitian voodoo religion. Now, moving along to Sanse. A lot of people don't know that in Puerto Rico, they do practice voodoo. Puerto Rican voodoo is called Sanse. I saw a TikTok video that inaccurately said that Sanse is Puerto Rican Espiritismo, and that's wrong. Puerto Rican Espiritismo is known as Mesa Blanca. Mesa Blanca is one of the most popular, well known, well practiced versions of Espiritismo. Most of the bovedas or the white table altars that you see are from the Mesa Blanca version of Espiritismo. Espiritismo is pretty much spiritualism that's practiced across different Latin American islands and countries. The only three countries, islands that I know of is Venezuela, Cuba, and Puerto Rico that openly practice Espiritismo. I'm not sure of the name of Espiritismo that comes from Venezuela, but I know the Cuban version of Espiritismo is called Espiritismo Cruzado, and then the Puerto Rican version is called Mesa Blanca. Mesa Blanca, the Puerto Rican version of Espiritismo, is pretty much spiritualism, but it involves the Orishas, it involves the ancestors, it involves the Congo spirits, the African spirits, the Indios, the Native American spirits, the Roman Catholic saints, the Buddhist spirits, because you did have the Chinese who came to Puerto Rico, you have the Hindu spirits, the Indian population who did come into Puerto Rico and come to the Caribbean, and as well as other ancestral spirits that are part of the Puerto Rican people who live on the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. So that's pretty much it, Puerto Rican Espiritismo or Mesa Blanca. Now, when it comes to Sanse, Sanse is the Puerto Rican version of voodoo. Now, Sanse is very, very, very complex. The reason why I say that is because Sanse is composed of 5 different African traditional religions that are practiced in the Caribbean. Sanse is composed of Santeria, Haitian Voodoo, the Dominican version of the 21 divisions. Then there is a Sanse 21 divisions. And then you have, I think I said Haitian Voodoo, but let me go back. Okay, Sansa is composed of Haitian Voodoo, the Dominican version of the 21 divisions, the Sansa version of the 21 divisions, and Santeria. And I know it involves the Catholic saints. It involves the Indian spirits. It involves the Congo spirits. It involves the Madamas. It involves the Gitanas or the Gypsy spirits, and a lot of the other ancestral spirits that are usually a part of like the Spiritismo tradition. But yes, Sanse is a combination of all of that. Sanse does have a hierarchy, just like Haitian Voodoo has a hierarchy. And when I say hierarchy, a lot of these traditions and religions do have classes that people fit into based on the kind of initiatory ceremonies that they've had. For example, in the 21 divisions, we do have Mambos and Hugans. Mambos are high priestesses, Hugans are high priests. In Haitian Voodoo, you do have Mambos, you do have Hugans, and you have the Bakor. The Bakor is known as the magician, but this person is a special type of magician. I only know that there is a male version. I've never really heard of a female version of a Bakor, but a Bakor is not just a magician, but they're a priest. They know all of the magical secrets, both known and unknown, both dark and light. So when you are a Bakor, you are a very special person because you know a lot of things that a lot of people do not know in the spiritual world and in the magical world when it comes to voodoo. And they have Bakors in both the 21 divisions and in Haitian voodoo. Um, Another thing I want to say is that in the 21 divisions, we have Mambos, we have Hugans. In the 21 divisions, you have the Caballo and you have the Servidora. The Servidora is like the servant of the spirits. A lot of times, this person will only have their refrescos done or the head washes from all of the seres or all of the ancestral spirits or the mysterios in the 21 divisions. Then after that, when you become a caballo, there are different ceremonies that you have to attend and go through for you to become a horse. When you are a horse or a caballo in the 21 divisions, that means you could be mounted or possessed by the spirits. A lot of times when people have fiestas de palo or palo parties, a lot of times either a mambo or hugan or a caballo will host because they will pretty much, it'll be like a church service in a way. Well, they'll be playing music, follow music. They will have the theme. It'll be dedicated to all of the misterios or Papa Gede, Anaisa Pie, Metresiri, or Santa Marta la Dominadora, whomever the mysterios want the party to be for, that's what the theme will be. People will come in, sing, dance, laugh. There will usually be a message given by the mambo, the caballo, or by the Hugan, and then towards the end, the caballos or the mambos or the hugans that are there, they will become mounted or possessed by the mysterios. And sometimes you'll have like ceremonies done for other people during these fiestas de palo, but not all the time. And so during these fiestas de palo, the misterio will mount the body of a caballo or of a mambo or rugan, and they will speak through the body of the caballo or of the mambo or rugan. I can tell you from my own experiences because I have been to two fiestas de palo. It is very real. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid because I talk to the mysterios all the time. So they see me, I see them. So a lot of times the person will be mounted or possessed, and when you walk up to them, they'll recognize you. They say, "Oh, LaPretty, oh, such and such, oh, such and such, how are you?" That the spirit will come out. And when you sit there and talk to them, the Mysterio will talk to you through that person's body. And it can last all night. Like I have seen Belia Bacan. Belia Bacan is very talkative. Some of the Mysterios, they don't stay long. Metresili doesn't stay long. Ogun Malendio can stay long. Santa Marta, she might stay long. It really depends because some of them they don't mind talking a lot, but some of them just say whatever they got to say and then they leave. But Billy Bocan, he could talk all night because I was at one fiesta and Billy Bocan. This party was from like it started late, but I remember it was from like 10 o'clock at night to like 5 o'clock in the morning. Billy Khan talked, I think, from like midnight all the way to like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Like he had a lot to say. And if you've never been to a Fiesta de Palo, and if you've never been to a Baptist or Kojic church, a church where people get slain in the spirit, or where people become possessed by the Holy Spirit, it may be scary because when a person is mounted, it's not like the spirit it could come down very like hard and like because I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes it looks like these people are about to have a heart attack when they get mounted or possessed by some of these spirits because they just come into them so fast and so hard, and then when they come out of it sometimes they'll be out cold. It's like when that spirit hits, it's like your body is like swallowing another person, and it's like you just feel it. And everybody doesn't have a gift to mount because some people want to be mounted and some people don't. But I feel like it has to be for you in order for you to be mounted. But I've seen people mount. Some people mount easy, some people mount hard because to me, with some spirits I've seen, it looks painful. And it's like when they come out of a person, that person will be like, for about 10, 15 minutes. And it's almost, you almost think, are they dead? Like, are they alive? Because that's how strong they'll come out of a person's body. But that's just something to be prepared for because sometimes these spirits will mount the caballos or they will mount the priests or priestesses like this. In Sanse, they do have mambos, high priestesses, and hugans, high priests. And they pretty much will possess the people in these religions as well. And then you have, let's see, what's another one? Santeria. Okay, the thing about Santeria is this. Sa- excuse me. Santeria is not voodoo, but some of the spirits that are within Santeria are a part of the voodoo family. And what I mean by that is that Santeria is a Yoruban, Nigerian based religion, but some of the Orishas that are within the Yoruba tradition are also a part of the voodoo traditions, or they come from the same tribes as the voodoo people do. For example, Babaluaye. Babaluaye is a part of the Dahomey people. If you're familiar with the Dahomey people come from Benin, who is the same family that birthed Azuli Freda, because Azuli Freda's full name is Azuli Freda Dahomey. And Shango, I want to say Shango, Ilegua, and Ogun. Ogun, he's a part of the voodoo. He's a part of the voodoo family as well, because you have tons of Oguns who are a part of the different voodoo religions, and he has a lot of different names because the Nago or the Ogun family is very big. You have Ogun in Santeria. His colors are like green and black. Then in Haitian voodoo, you have Ogun Feye and you have Ogun Badagri. And then in the 21 divisions, you have Ogun Balendio and you have I forgot the other name, but I know Ogun Balendio. He's married to Madresali. But in the 21 divisions, we call the Ogus the Nago Nation. And it's a whole bunch of them. And there's a hierarchy within that because Ogun Balendio is the head of the Nago Nation. In Haitian Voodoo, they have the Oguns, Ogun Fege, Ogun Banagri, and so on and so forth. And Ilegua is who Papa Legba derives from. Ilegba or Ilegua. In Santeria, we say Ilegua. Ilegba, Papa Legba, is where that comes from. So in the 21 divisions, we have Papa Legba, and in Haitian Voodoo, we have Papa Legba. But Papa Legba is not the same in Haitian Voodoo as he is in the Dominican Voodoo version. Because in Haitian Voodoo, his colors are different, his energy, but his powers are very similar. He's the gatekeeper, the road opener in Haitian Voodoo and in the 21 divisions, just like Elegua and Santeria. So they all own the crossroads. They all open doors. They all are the gatekeepers to opportunities and money and prosperity and just opening yourself up to new opportunities and new experiences and new goals and new paths. And I'm not sure, and I'll be honest to say with Papa Legba, I'm not sure if there is a duality I'm wrong. There is a duality. No. Okay, so I'm not going to say this. With Papa Legba in Haitian Voodoo, he is seen as a old man. And in the 21 divisions, we see Papa Legba as a Saint Anthony of Padua. You know, he's like the younger looking, aged man with the child who's very soft spoken, very sweet, and, pristine. But when it comes to Elegba or Elegua in Santeria, there's a two faces, a duality. You have Eshu and Elegua. And I call them like the twins because you have Eshu, who's a dark twin, and then Elegua, who's a light one. Eshu is the one we keep outside, like in front of the door, and we feed him scraps because due to his like energy being so erratic and chaotic, he can't be held in like a close area like a house. So he has to be served outside. But in Legua, we serve him behind the door or um, on the floor if you have your warriors. And we feed him on the floor. We feed him the coconuts, the candy, the chocolate, the keys, and we spray the rum 3 times over his head to open up the roads. And we also blow cigar smoke over him. So he has the duality, from my knowledge, in Santeria, but I've never heard of him having that same duality in Haitian Voodoo or in the 21 divisions. So as you all can see, voodoo is very varied and it's very complex, it's very thorough, but it's also very interesting. So voodoo is not just this thing that people do by putting curses and hexes and spells on people, um, making people into dolls and twisting and turning people's arms and spitting on them and kicking them down the steps or putting pins and needles in a doll and hurting somebody or putting somebody in a jar. There's more to voodoo than just that. So I hope you guys feel informed from watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, share, leave positive comments, but also questions if you're inquisitive about anything or if you're curious about anything. But be sure to leave questions or, just anything you may think of when it comes to voodoo in the comments section. But also subscribe. Have a good day.